Jai Bhagwan. Namaste. Ho'oponopono. Haush, haush. Us, 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 us. Welcome home, my family, my brothers, my sisters. Oh, welcome home. Oh, allow me to grab a few things that I would like to play with. Oh. I have to build my strength in my left arm. This thing's kind of heavy. Way easier to hold with this hand. This hand could probably lift this. I want to joke all day, but this arm needs some affection and strengthening. Un momento. Sana, sana, sana. Sana, 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 sana. Sana, 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 sana. Sana, sana, sana. Kusha, kusha. Segue, segue, segue. I'm burning some frankincense. And a bit of copal. Limpia tu cuerpo, limpia tu corazón. I love the smell of that stinky smoke. It stinks so nice. Fantabuloso. Namaste, namaste. I'm not certain if I'm really feeling Priscilla right now. I'll see if I can get anything. Okay. with this instrument, there's almost an art of being able to go slow and playing every string like slowly and letting them kind of flow and melt into each other. There's another way to play where it's just kind of more fast and using multiple strings. However, it's like an art within itself to master the play of being able to go slow and still making a beautiful, flowing, harmonious sound, while also not plucking too hard or too harshly. And my brain also has like pathways kind of that are open and used to playing in certain ways, and I'm attempting to kind of break those patterns and try to play in different ways that are kind of different from the normal or occasional playing. And those in-between stages of growth can be so uncomfortable because, like, you know, the music isn't really coming out ways that sounds really pleasant to your own ears. So it can kind of be like a trial and error, complicated or uncomfortable process of creation. I'm not feeling like my heart is really in the harp right now. I can try another instrument. I haven't really played a lot with this one, and I'm still growing in comfortability, so shall we explore? Let's try it this way. it's hard to like play, and sometimes your mouth fills with like drool, and it's hard to kind of like swallow the drool while still trying to keep breathing in and breathing out. No one tells you when you're like learning to play the harmonica that you're going to drool everywhere. That should be in the instructional handbook, how to manage the saliva. How many hours do you think I'm gonna have to like practice and like play with this until I actually get good? Like 20 hours? How many hours? It's gonna take forever. What if I recorded every single hour that I played with this harmonica? Then we can keep track. Copal, keep track. How long does it take? I don't have an instruction book. All I have is a harmonica. Sometimes it's fun to just like breathe in and out. One of my favorite parts of hearing you say enjoy every moment is remembering how this lesson was taught to me and then from me shared to you and others. And then from you, I am hearing the lesson that I am to keep learning and keep remembering. And of course, it is always a process of coming into agreement, of allowing ourselves to enjoy the present moment now in every single circumstance, and maybe finding gratitude in the opportunity to make things more pleasant, more enjoyable, more reducing of stress, more connecting to source, and more improving services. Oh. I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm just like playing around and experimenting. It's almost like improv because like you're trying things you normally wouldn't do, and then like sometimes you're just rolling with it, right? And then sometimes like when you play with your instrument, sometimes or at least for me, like I'm expecting a different sound to happen like in the place in the harmonica or the harp, and then like the sound just completely sometimes doesn't sound like the way that I thought that was going to sound before I had pulled the string or blown the air or breathed in. Yeah, that is why it's called play, right? We're just playing around. We're testing the waters out, right? Play. Yeah, that's true. Thank you for pointing that out. It's also kind of a little frustrating, like when I allow myself to think about like how many hours of mistakes and uncomfortable moments it's going to take until like I feel good about how I can play the harmonica. Like again, how many hours is it? 20 hours? What if it's probably way more than 20 hours, right? Like it could be 10 years until like I'm actually good at this thing or can actually play a tune instead of just you know, imitating some things that I've seen before, at least attempting to attempt the same thing. Yes. This harmonica is also very different from my old harmonica. Something else that I feel when it comes to playing music is like if my heart is really in it. And like, why am I playing the music? Am I making music for God? Am I showing off and calling in attention? Or am I actually having fun and playing? Am I actually enjoying what am I doing? Or is it a job? Am I doing it for money? Or, you know, and sometimes I feel like that kind of changes the rhythm and the mood and the music that comes out of me. And I feel the same way about singing. Like I have to feel what I'm saying or singing. And if I'm not coming from that place of really identifying with the words, that you know, it's like it's not authentic, or it's not like I feel like how do I articulate and express that? Like I could focus on certain bands or things like that, and kind of like how you have to really like feel the words in order for it to sing and come out right. Or like maybe there's like an artist who's singing a sad song or a heartache, and that it's important to like resonate in order to be able to like imitate and like ride that. I'm not sure if everyone that makes music is like that. I imagine some people are like actors, except in the realm of like expressing, I want to say non-verbally. But I am, again, you could say limited in my knowing. I am almost 30, so I still have so much more to see and know and grow until I am, you know, knowing. Let me read. That is not true. Namaste. Aho, aho, aho. Welcome home. Welcome home. Yes, I see your comments. Okay. En tus ojos de agua infinita se bañan las estrellitas, mamá. En tus ojos de agua infinita se bañan las estrellitas, mamá. Agua de luz, agua de estrellas, Pachamama vienes del cielo. Agua de luz, agua de estrellas, Pachamama vienes del cielo. Limpia, limpia, limpia por con agua brillante. Sana, sana, sana por con agua bendita. Coma, coma, coma por con agua del cielo, mamá. En tus ojos de agua infinita se bañan las estrellitas, mamá. En tus ojos de agua Agua de luz, agua de estrellas. Pachamama vienes del cielo. Agua de luz, agua de estrellas. Pachamama vienes del cielo. Pachamama, Pachamama, Madre Tierra. Pachamama, Pachamama. Oh, that song is totally way better when sang by several different people together. So if you have a circle, especially of a bunch of lovely voices, which is everyone's voice. Limpia, limpia, limpia corazón, agua brillante. I've been trying to play with that song and turn it into English, and sometimes it's very hard. But it's like, into your eyes the infinite waters, the stars are bathing mother. Into your eyes the infinite waters, the stars are bathing mother. Water of light, water, agua de luz, water, water of light, water of stars. Mother Earth comes from heaven. And then limpia is cleanse. And then limpia corazón would be to cleanse my heart. Agua brillante is brilliant water. I'm listening. Agua de luz. Trying to like break it down in my head. It'd probably be a lot easier if I had the lyrics out in front of me and I could like translate it for you. But I've definitely been playing with it, but it's really hard to get the song like how it goes. En tus ojos de agua infinita se bañan las estrellitas, mamá. Like it's hard to get that song like in those same I don't know what that's called. What is that called? I used to know what that metronome. I'm not sure if that's the right terminology, but it's like hard to get the song to be like into your eyes the infinite world, like to get it like the same harmony or the same sound. En tus ojos de agua infinita se bañan las estrellitas, mamá. En tus ojos de agua infinita se bañan las estrellitas, mamá. Agua de luz, agua de estrellas. Pachamama vienes del cielo. Limpia, limpia, limpia corazón, agua brillante. Sana, sana, sana corazón, agua bendita. I'm pretty sure that line, sana, is like heal, to heal. So heal my heart. And when it says agua bendita, I'm pretty sure that means like beautiful water. Like And limpia is cleanse. Okay, so we're talking about cleansing our heart, heal my heart, and like constantly blessing the water. And let me listen to the other part. Oh, calma, calm, like calm my heart. Um, and agua del cielo would mean water from heaven, like heaven's waters, like calm my heart, heaven's waters, or water of heaven. Um, I will need an actual translator to make sure that I have like an understanding of what that's really saying, like how to say it in a full, you could say English sentence. And then Pachamama is Mother Earth. And then Madre Tierra is also Mother Earth. Sana, 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 sana. Pura, pura, pura. Limpia, limpia, limpia espíritu. Sana, 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 sana. Kusa, kusa, kusa. Kusa, kusa, kusa. Kusa, kusa, kusa. Se, 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 se. I have so much love for En Tus Ojos, and it's my favorite Icaro to sing when we are in group. It is so fun, especially when everyone is singing and your voice kind of gets lost in everyone else's, so it's kind of like fun and beautiful. Sana, 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 sana espíritu. Sana mi alma. Sana mi alma. Ajo. Sí, señor. Oh, Ho'oponopono. Oosh, oosh, oosh. Thank you so much for joining me in this live stream. I always love having the opportunity to come here and kind of just like leaving that door open and having my friends and what I will call my family. My friends are my family, my fellow earth dwellers. It's always, always, always. Sometimes it feels like destiny or like the love of God, you know, being blessed with the presence of just so many wonderful people, or just the ironies. Maybe one more song, and then I will go. My new favorite song. Namaste. Te quiero hoy cantar con el corazón, porque sé que vives aquí en mi corazón, porque sé que vives aquí en mi corazón. Cura, 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 sana, sana, sana. Cura, 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 sana, sana, sana. Te quiero cantar con todo el amor. Te quiero cantar con todo el amor. En el nombre del Yahweh te quiero rezar. En el nombre de mi Dios te quiero cantar. para que mi alma siempre fluya siempre en ti, para que mi alma siempre fluya siempre en ti. Cura, 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 sana, sana, sana. Cura, 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 sana, sana, sana. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. There's still so much room for play. So much room for play. Give yourself permission to play. Take your time, go slow. Make sure you are listening to the still and quiet voice that speaks from your heart, that comes from a place of love. And if you are in a place of fear or doubtfulness, please take your time. Use your breath to move from this place and to enter back into your heart space. Take time to exhale. Make space for greater. We cannot receive with a closed hand. One must be open, ready, willing, receptive, available to offer a hand, not just receive. And sometimes in the act of giving, we are receiving. Sometimes we have to take time to process what we have received and what has been digested, brought in through mind, ears, eyes, spiritually. Instead of forcing ourselves to go to work and to keep going. And work isn't just the job for the boss man who is helping pay the bills. Sometimes work can also be busy activities. Okay? So making sure that every once in a while we close our eyes, take a few breaths. I will challenge you to 3. And if that's too easy, let's try to make it 6. And that means 6 cycles. That means inhale and exhale. It's both. Okay? And if your head is too noisy, maybe we can notice the thought, not give attention to it as much as noticing it, and then bringing our attention back to the breath, to focus on just this. Maybe we need to close our eyes and really listen to our breath. But again, it's a choice, and sometimes it's really hard to breathe and to be. So again, taking time to process what has been received, and then from that still place, taking action that we choose from a consensual place of choice and not just reactivity from emotion. As much as passion can be a useful motivational force, making sure that this is helpful to all parties involved. However, if we are being selfish and seeking our self-gratification, simply taking note of this instead of punishment and judgment and reprimanding. At the same time, taking accountability is vital. You have the ability to respond. This is your responsibility. However, can we come from a place where we choose to respond instead of responding out of memory or past conditioning or past ways of expressing, and coming from a place of choice and love and understanding instead of reactivity? that comes from emotional reasoning, which at times our emotions can be indicators where we are currently at and what feels good and what doesn't. At the same time, it's important to let the thoughts go and not associate our identity with our thoughts. If there is a emotion or an uncomfortable sensation within the body, simply working with our breath and concentrating internally to listen, to get curious, to listen deeply to what's going on inside, what it wants, what it needs. And we can tell other people all we choose, and they allow for us to express our pain, our suffering, our personal stories, his story, her story. However, it may be more enjoyable for one to choose to really have these conversations with the self and potentially the creator. Whether it's saying, I can't stand you, how dare you, and I blah, 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 blah. If we have that relationship with them, yeah. However, again, just honoring where we are at instead of attempting to put ourselves into boxes or storytelling and expectations. Remembering that there is so much more available to us than our minds can even imagine. And a closing message I am receiving, or like a frequency or a fluid of motion that steps through, is remembering when we were little. And seeing if when we were little, did we play with our imagination? Did we have imaginary friends? Did we daydream and create the future from our mentality? And if so, are we doing that now? Are we still giving ourselves permission to play in our imagination in positive ways? Does it always have to be worry and protection from fear? Aho Mitikui Oyasen. Welcome home. Hello, Stephen. Thank you for joining us. So again, no judgment. No judgment, no labeling, no identifying, attempting to release the self from those attachments if possible at this time. And simply noticing. If it helps you sometimes to use words for yourselves, for your feelings, to clarify to the self, yourselves, your feelings, your totality, then please make use of the power of language so that things may become clear to you. And sometimes the creator or universe, right, they can use other people or other things as reminders of those same words that you are using in your heart to identify. And those can sometimes be almost like little gold nuggets that we receive throughout the day of like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Synchronicities, or I call them reminders. They're reminders. And sometimes those reminders, for me, there's no denying the grace, the truth, the love, the mercy, the forgiveness, and the love. And how, like, it can be so personal. I was taught to work more so on the personal relationship, and it's not so much with getting involved with the text or other people who are of that fascination or denomination. But instead of egoic segregations or separations of this concept that we are one, there's so much more available. However, if we have doubt and lack of faith of other options, we will behave and operate from the place of power of suggestion and fear and survival instincts, instead of, again, from a place of conscious choice, Some like to say that we have fallen asleep, and that even in the waking state that we are asleep and still operating and coming from a place of animalistic, automatic, robotic response. Aho Mitakuye. Thank you so much for allowing me to share with you what I have received. If you feel called, feel free after this ends to turn off all noise and all distractions and take time to come back to your breath. Stay within. Make space clear until there is stillness. And from this place, perhaps choose to connect to the idea of source or love or creator and this infinite possibility, because it can only speak into the silence where there is an opening, an empty cup. Aho. Shanti. Peace.